It said, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Right, this devil think he can do whatever he wants to everybody, and that nobody's going to do anything back to him. This is how white people think. They are so proud, bro. We talking about proud people who think they can go around the whole earth murdering people, stealing their resources, and nobody's going to come to your country and do the same thing to you. That's not even balanced. That don't even make sense. Right? Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied. Bro, do you know how much gold these so-called white people got locked up at the Fort Knox? How much gold they got stashed underground? How much gold they got at these Federal Reserve banks? And they still trying to steal gold from other countries. You got military bases all over the world stealing people oil, and you still go and bomb Venezuela talking about they stole oil from y'all. Ain't nobody steal no damn oil from America. You stealing everybody damn oil. You stealing everybody gold. You stealing everybody silver. They're women. You take everything. You're a thief. You're a thief, man. And you got a nerve to be proud. You white people are thieves. You going over and bombed a sovereign country because you want to steal their oil. Why you make all these lies up about their president, who you captured, by the way, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's why they say America is a melting pot. That's why you got all nations in America. It was prophesied thousands of years ago. This just his MO, bro. He's not good for nothing, bro. The scripture tell you the thief cometh not but for to steal, kill, and destroy, bro. He need people to be under him to make him feel like he's something. Imagine if blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans wasn't in America, right? If the so-called white man didn't have us as slaves to rule over us so he can feel like he's something special. Why you think they ain't let us go? Why they still ain't let us go? Because you need us. You feed off our energy. You use us for our talent, right? You use us for our labor. You're not good at anything. You steal everybody's culture. You're a liar, like you need these other nations. That's why he set up these other nations in our communities. So he can be like, it ain't me, it's them. They're oppressing the blacks. They're oppressing the Latinos and Native Americans. It's not me, right? Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not him. That is the so-called white man. The Lord said, death and destruction to him that increaseth that which is not his. You bombed Venezuela yesterday in the middle of the night, 2 a.m. Why? To increase that which is not yours. To steal their oil. You bombed Venezuela to steal their oil. Don't try to make it seem like, oh, their president is so cruel. Right? He's so evil. He's destroying his people. He's messing up his society. They need America's help. No. Stop it. You stole their oil. That's why you bombed them. And don't tell them what else you're going to steal. Same reason you bombed Nigeria. You think that's a coincidence that the two people you just bombed have a shitload of oil? Is that a coincidence that Nigeria?
Venezuela right now.
Yes. Yes. Diabolical. Evil, man. I guess it's just a coincidence. You bombed Nigeria on Christmas. You bombed Venezuela yesterday, and they got a shit ton of oil. Right? I guess they just happen to have oil. I guess that's a plus, right? Crazy, man. It said, how long into him that ladeth himself with thick clay? Shall not they rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Suddenly, you're not going to expect it. Why? Because y'all so proud, you think you can bomb people, but won't nobody bomb you. You think you can illegally invade other countries, but nobody's going to invade America. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, according to the Bible, according to the Most High, America will be invaded. America will be destroyed. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible, man. Russia, Iran, Ethiopia, Sudan, China, Turkey, all these countries are prophesied to come against America. It ain't nothing a so-called white man can do about it. Okay? Nothing. Because the Lord is controlling all this. Let's get that. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. So the Most High is controlling everything. Good, bad, indifferent. Most High is pulling all the strings. It's the Most High controlling everything. He put the spirit on the so-called white man to bomb Venezuela. Okay? He put the spirit on them to bomb Nigeria. And he gonna put the spirit on these other countries to bomb America. That's what's coming. America is gonna be destroyed. Watch this. And giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So the Lord can put whoever he wants in power, even the basis of men. And we know so-called white people are the basis of men. Whether they want to accept it, believe it or not, they're the basis of men. Out of all nations, they're the ones with the less talent. Out of all nations, they're the ones less spiritual. Out of all nations, they're the ones with no melanin. Out of all nations, they're the ones with no morality, no sympathy. They're the base of all men. They like to sleep with animals. They like to commit incest. Okay? They like to rape children. Now, do other nations do this? Yeah. But who's known for it? Edomites, man, the so-called white race. Because they're the base of men. The lowest of low, you don't get no lower than them. Right? Let's get Psalms. This is Psalms 52. Because this is all prophesied in the Bible. This is Psalms 52. In verse 2, thy tongue deviseth mischiefs, like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Thou loveth evil more than good, and lying rather than speaking righteousness. That's the so-called white man. He loves evil more than good, and he loves lying more than speaking righteousness. Because you framed all these lies about the president of Venezuela just for you to justify your actions. Bro, this devil held a press conference this morning, right? This devil had the nerve to say, this man really said that their president, Nicolas Maduro, I believe his name is, I don't remember his name. He said that the president of Venezuela sent Venezuelans to America to rape women and to kill women. You remember when that whole narrative was all on the internet and that people was putting stuff all online? Oh, Venezuelans are in Chicago and they're raping women and bip bip bop and all that. He said in a press conference that the president of Venezuela sent Venezuelans here to rape women. He said that the president of Venezuela is responsible for Americans being hooked on drugs. Like He's a lie. The white man is a liar, bro. He's a liar, bro. He said that they stole America's oil. How did they a sovereign country? When did they steal your oil, Mr. White Man? When? This devil is such a liar, so they love him. And bro, he was sitting on that press conference, bro, telling lie after lie after lie, bragging about what they did, just being a devil, made up all these lies, bro. You would have thought the president of Venezuela was just this evil person. And I'm reading the comments, and these white people are just eating it up, bro. Believing everything this devil is saying. Going right along with it, justifying his actions. Just wicked, bro. He'll lie on anybody, bro. Right? Let me show you, like this guy's a hypocrite, bro. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 9. And hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor. And these so-called white people are hypocrites, man. This devil is a hypocrite. Because why are you worried about what's going on in Venezuela? You can't even get your own house in order, bro. Right? And you're always trying to blame somebody else for what y'all did. Always playing victim. You always try to point that towards us, make it seem like black people always playing victim. They always crying. They don't want to stand up and do nothing for themselves. This is what y'all do, man. Starting with the Jewish man. How are you, like this don't even make sense. You got a nerve to be in other countries, worried about their problems and what they going through, when y'all supposed to be the richest nation on earth, but you got the most homelessness, the most poverty, the most sickness, the most racism, the most murder, anything you could possibly think about, America is at the top for it. You need to worry about Americans being hooked on drugs and trying to fix that. Talking about he bringing boatloads of drugs to America. Stop it, it's you, it's your government. It's the CIA, it's the DEA, it's your government flooding the American streets with drugs, bro. You do it legally, it's called a pharmacy, bro. But you're gonna blame it on this Venezuela president? Right. Why won't you help the people in America first before you go try to be a hero in Venezuela? And you're a bad example for the other nations. You're supposed to be the top dog. You're a bad example because now you invaded Venezuela. What if Ukraine say, shit, I might as well go take back Ukraine? Right? Or what if China say, shit, well now we can go marching into Taiwan? You're a hypocrite, man. You're the damn devil. Wicked, bro. I can't believe this devil got a nerve to try to play hero when America is in shambles, bro. The black community, the black, Latino, and Native American community is destroyed, bro. Poverty stricken. Black on black crime. People are drug addicts, addicted to cigarettes, alcoholics, and you worried about what's happening in Ukraine? All this money you give it to Israel and to Ukraine and to this people and that people, you don't do nothing for your own people. That's why the Lord said, matter of fact, let's get there. This is Job 27 and 9. No, Job 27 and, where is that? Verse 8. For what is the hope of a hypocrite, though he have gained, when the Most High taketh away his soul? Right, because you so-called white people, you're hypocrites. Stop worried about what's happening in other countries. Worry about what's happening in your own country. You ain't never tried to help the black and Latino community, but now you want to go help the Ukrainians? Huh? Now you want to go help the Venezuelans? Huh? What about helping Americans? You don't give a damn about no Americans. None of y'all. And when I say Americans, I'm really just talking about the Gentiles, the lost sheep, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? Hypocrite, man. Let's go to Isaiah